Good morning, everyone. Heather here in Trading Rebels, and this is your watch list for Friday, March 12th. Woo! We made it to Friday. Yay! All right, everyone. Let's take a look here. Our futures, we're pulling back just a little bit on the S&P, the Dow futures. Take a look here. Those are moving up moving up here. We're up about 70 some points. The Russell, we're up just a couple of points. The Nasdaq, we are down a bit. Let's take a quick look at those. Here we go. Here's the Nasdaq. Right back into that 8. And this is the futures chart, which will look different than your QQQ chart. But we are putting in a pretty decent little channel. We'll look to hold this 8 or very close to it and then maybe turn around and push it back up off of that here today. So we have the stimulus bill sign. They're calling it stimulus bill, relief bill. I call it a spending bill, whatever you want to call it. It is signed, done deal. So now we wait for money to be printed and sent out. Okay. So got that behind us. Another new vaccine, actually. NVAX, is that right? And I believe they're using this in Norway, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, it's another one, not here in the United States. I don't know if it's going to come here, if they're going to approve it for here. But it's still good news. Globally, this is good news. This is, giving us a lot of hope for the future. That light at the end of the tunnel is, again, not a train coming at us. It is sunlight. So we just got to keep making our way toward there. But in that, we can seeing more of a global vaccination and people not being as scared. Travel, coming right back to travel. And I've been harping on this for a while. I really like the travel sector. Resorts, travel, hotels, anything that has to do with getting out, getting away, going to visit friends and family, and maybe places that we've put off for all too long, and hey, maybe that's what we'll use all of our spending checks for. Anyway, coming right back to EXPE, you can look at EXPE and TRIP. Both, I like both of these. TRIP actually put in a nice little bowl yesterday, so both of these I like a lot. TRIP, you can see, had really good volume yesterday too, and EXPE kind of building that volume a bit. For EXPE, I'm looking at the 180 strike now. They have April, so 416, but then they don't have anything out till July. So, but the 180 still look good. So it depends on how long you're looking to stay in that, how patient you're willing to be. But I really like the look of anything having to do with travel and getaway. Airbnb, another great one. I forget, someone in the chat room yesterday brought this one up. Beautiful close over the 20 with some continued volume. Love Airbnb. I think this is another great one. So again, you can kind of throw a stone at anything in the travel and maybe even hospitality sector, and it's probably going to look pretty good to me. Just this is where we're going, right? We've been locked down for so long that now this looks these look good. All right, well, since we're going to be booking those vacations and putting on our bathing suits, we might as well join Weight Watchers. So now, I guess it's not Weight Watchers anymore. It's WW International. It makes it sound more fancy. It's still just Weight Watchers. But look at this yesterday. Really nice candle there. We are in a flag. Oh, excuse me. We are in a flag, but we pushed off nicely off of the 8. Going to keep an eye on this. Would love a little bit of a pullback, maybe even just to touch that 3 during the day, but I am looking at the April 16th 40s. Now I know, again, this is one that's pretty short term, because we are just over a month out. You can always push that out, but the 40 strike is what I like. And we got to get bathing suit body ready, beach body ready, maybe that's what I should say. Okay, like Beyond Meat here as well. Might as well eat some plant-based foods. I like Beyond Meat. It is coming up to that 200. I like Beyond Meat for a move over the 200 and then to the 50. So keep an eye on that. That will give us a 3 crossing over the 8 as well. And no. Oh yeah, NCTY. Okay, so this one kind of funky. It just came up on I don't remember which scan it was, but check this out. The kind of nice little level here. There we go. Pushing up. So anything over the open from yesterday, that 60.34 here on NCTY. I like this for equity. I didn't see any options that I really liked on it, but I thought that was an interesting one to take a look at. A little bit less expensive stock play. This one has been pretty beaten up, put in this level and lost it here. But now starting to make its way up again. This one came up on a relative strength scan that I did. It's just here over the 8, plenty of room to the 20. I think there's even just a smidge of a gap in there. I like the looks of this just for some equity to recover, more of a swing trade for those who can't really always be in the room, but watching this to be productive over the 8. Then I would use that 8 as my stop. Well, if we're going to be out and driving and visiting everybody, you know, we're going to be using that energy. Coming back to XLE, the gas stocks, anything that has to do with energy, doing very well here. Hey, I just got a notice from Gulf Power that they are going to be reducing my rates. So, didn't expect to see that. But very happy with that little bit of news. Anyway, watch XLE is the ETF of energies. So really just looking to break across the top of this for a move on. All right, that's kind of it for me this morning. Remember, there's a we've gotten through now a decent amount of news here, which is nice, and we hit all-time highs across the several of the indexes yesterday. So remember, when we do that you know, it's hard. We hit those and then we kind of pull back a little bit, and that's okay. That is complete. Sorry, I can hear a weird noise behind me. I don't know what it is. That is completely normal to have that, and we'll watch now for the next setup. But hitting those highs, now we're coming into a Friday, so you know, people kind of filter out a little bit earlier on Fridays. All right, everyone, have a fantastic day. If you have any questions, please reach out. Heather C at GivingTreeTrading.com.